Otto Edward Leopold von Bismarck Schönhausen, Prince of Bismarck, Duke of Lauenburg, April 1, 1815, Schönhausen, July 30, 1898, Almo, was a Prussian nobleman, diplomat, politician, and a leading international personality of the 19th century. Otto von Bismarck, the Iron Chancellor, was Germany's most important statesman of the 19th century. It was up to him to lay the foundations of the Second Empire, or Second Reich, 1871 to 1918, which led the Germanic countries to know for the first time in their history the existence of a single national state. To unify Germany, Bismarck despised the resources of political liberalism, preferring the policy of force, as well as taking firm anti-clerical attitudes against the Catholic Church in a policy that became known as Kulturkampf, struggle for culture. These are memorable quotes from Bismarck that sum up the great ability of the German statesman. Otto von Bismarck. People never lie so much as after a hunt, during a war or before an election. Laws are like sausages, it is better not to see them being made. There is a Providence that protects idiots, drunkards, children and the United States of America. The great questions of the day will not be settled by means of speeches and majority decisions but by iron and blood. Never believe anything in politics until it has been officially denied. Anyone who has ever looked into the glazed eyes of a soldier dying on the battlefield will think hard before starting a war. Politics is the art of the possible. When you want to fool the world, tell the truth. Be polite, write diplomatically, even in a declaration of war one observes the rules of politeness. The secret of politics? Make a good treaty with Russia. The main thing is to make history, not to write it. When you say you agree to a thing in principle, you mean that you have not the slightest intention of carrying it out in practice. With a gentleman I am always a gentleman and a half, and with a fraud I try to be a fraud and a half. A statesman must wait until he hears the steps of God sounding through events, then leap up and grasp the hem of his garment. All treaties between great states cease to be binding when they come in conflict with the struggle for existence. I have seen 3 emperors in their nakedness, and the sight was not inspiring. An appeal to fear never finds an echo in German hearts. A journalist is a person who has mistaken their calling. Whoever speaks of Europe is wrong, it is a geographical expression. Politics is not an exact science. No civilization other than that which is Christian, is worth seeking or possessing. A government must not waver once it has chosen its course. It must not look to the left or right but go forward. Politics is the art of the next best. Politics ruins the character. When a man says he approves of something in principle, it means he hasn't the slightest intention of carrying it out in practice. To retain respect for sausages and laws, one must not watch them in the making.